Hi there! Thank you so much for joining me. This is Julie DiMatteo from thepaperpixie.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this super cute little lip balm holder. This would be really nice to give as a gift or party favors or even to create a bunch for craft fairs. Here's a little Christmas version that I made a little while ago, and they're really easy to make. I'd love to give credit to fellow Stampin' Up! Demonstrator Cindy Mitchell-Clark for the idea, and I Pixie-fied it to have both sides open so that you can take the lip balm in and out very easily. So let me show you how easy this is to make. I'm going to start with a piece of fresh fig cardstock that measures 5 inches by 7 1/4 inches, and along the 5-inch side we're going to score this at 3/8. 1 1/8, 3 7/8, and 4 5/8. And I'm going to rotate it to the 7 1/4 inch side or the long side, and we're going to score this at 2 1/4, 4 1/2, 5 1/4, 6, and 6 3/4. And then we're going to fold and burnish on all the score lines. Okay, now let me show you a little template. First, we're going to go ahead and cut out these 2 side sections here. And the best way to do that so that we have a nice finish on this box is I'm going to cut just inside of the score line. We're going to cut all the way to the second horizontal score line, and we're removing this whole side. We'll do the same thing to the other side as well. Okay, now those are cut away. Now we're going to cut away the 2 corner sections, so both of those sections as well. And then I'm also going to notch in on this middle section here while I do that. Okay, now that part's done. Now next what I'm going to do is cut up these 2 vertical score lines, stopping at the second horizontal score line. I'm going to do that on both the top and the bottom. Okay, now these 2 top and bottom tabs on both sides, we're actually going to cut into them, and I'm taking this center section here, and I'm just eyeballing it and kind of cutting it in half and removing that section. We'll do the same thing to the other side. See that? I'm going to do the same thing here as well. All right, now with those little half tabs, I'm going to notch those in. Okay, now next we want to go ahead and round the corners here on these longer tabs. Now if you don't have a corner rounder, you could simply just come in and notch them. But if you do have a corner rounder, it will look really nice to have that rounded edge. So this is the detailed trio punch, and I'm going to go ahead and fold to expose the corner that we want to round, and using the guide in the punch, I'm just going to feed it in there and round that corner. Now, to get the other side, I'm just going to fold here, again, expose the corner that we want to round. I've got that really cool rounded edge there. So I'm going to repeat that on the other side. Now we have those really nice rounded tabs. Next, I'm going to take a scrap piece of Whisper White and the classic label punch. I'm just going to punch out a scrap there. Then I'm going to take some glue, and we're going to use this as a little guide for where we want to punch the little see-through punch out. And we want that to be in the section that has our rounded tab. So I'm going to center that. I'm centering both top to bottom and right to left from the score lines, eyeballing it as best I can. Then we can come in with that classic label punch and go ahead and line it up with that Whisper White we just glued down to punch it out. And that just ensures that we get that window right where we want it to go. Okay, now it's time to start putting together our box. First, what we want to do is glue this panel down. This is going to give us a reinforced back. Gives it a really nice finish. So I'm just going to apply glue and glue those to each other. And then I'll just reinforce with my bone folder. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and apply liquid glue on this little 1/2 inch section that we notched in. And I'm going to go ahead and fold on that section and then folding on the third score line. So 1, 2, 3, and pressing this all flat. And we're basically using our score lines to square up this box. And I'll just reinforce this with my bone folder and press down. So that's going to ensure that it goes right where we need it to go for our little lip balm box. How cool is that? All right, so let's go ahead and close one side here. So I'm folding in those tabs. That's why we cut those tabs in half so they don't overlap with each other. And then we'll tuck this rounded edge in. Okay, now we can add our lip balm. Close off the other side. There we go. There's the basics of our box. Now let's do a little bit of decorating here. I've got a piece of Tranquil Textures Designer Series paper. I love this beautiful paper. And I thought that this pattern looked like little bubbles, which is perfect for the sentiment that we're going to use, which comes from the Bubble Over stamp set. And we're using the sentiment, "Your kindness is most refreshing." So I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down. And I forgot to mention, this piece measures 1 3/8 inches by 2 5/8 inches. It's a perfect fit on this top panel here. All right, now let's do a little bit of stamping and decorations. All right, so again, we're going to use the Bubble Over stamp set, and I'm stamping the sentiment in Fresh Fig on Whisper White. We're going to punch out that sentiment with the 1-inch circle punch. And then from Balmy Blue, I cut a circle from our Layering Circles framelits. I cut from the smallest layering circle. And then I'm going to punch out a 1 3/8 inch scallop circle from Tranquil Tide. And we're going to go ahead and layer these 3 pieces together. And then we'll pop up that sentiment on dimensionals. And there we go, a super cute lip balm holder that I absolutely love, especially for craft fairs or stocking stuffers or party favors. Super cute and easy to make. I found these Coca-Cola lip smackers on Amazon, and this was super cute for this "Your kindness is most refreshing" sentiment. So thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video. If you're interested in purchasing any of the Stampin' Up! Products I used today, they'll be linked in the description. I'll also include a link to my detailed blog post with a picture of the template as well as all project measurements and details. I'd love to have you come visit me at thepaperpixie.com, where I post projects every weekday to inspire you. I have options to subscribe to both my monthly newsletter as well as my daily blog updates, and I'd love to welcome you as a new subscriber. You can shop with me anytime at thepaperpixie.com/shop. And if you're interested in earning a discount on your Stampin' Up! Products, I'd love to welcome you to my team of Paper Pixies, and you can purchase the starter kit at thepaperpixie.com/join. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care. Bye.